So you want to start praying, you don't know how to, but you think you should. It's quite a common Christian problem. So where do we begin? Well, we begin where Jesus says we begin. He says this is Matthew chapter 6. This then, said Jesus, is how you should pray. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. Why have I just read you the Lord's Prayer? Because it's a good prayer to pray just like that. Perhaps you said it a lot like that when you were younger. But I think Jesus means to give us more than just a form of words to follow. He's giving us a pattern, a template. Imagine it's Christmas. You bring into the house a Christmas tree. Your Christmas tree looks the same as everybody else's Christmas tree at that point. And then you bring out the box of Christmas decorations, and it's your tinsel, it's your Christmas baubles, it's the ones that the kids made when they were 5. And suddenly a standard Christmas tree becomes your Christmas tree. This prayer is a bit like that. As it stands, it's a prayer that any Christian can pray, but it's designed to be a place where you can put your own prayers, give it your own flavour. So my recommendation is not that you just pray it like a prayer as I've just read it to you, but that you find a way of slowing down and letting it breathe. So have a copy of it in front of you. I'll be honest, I can't remember it all the way through, guaranteed 100%. So when I lead it in church, I always have a copy. Grab a copy, open it up and let it breathe. What do I mean by letting it breathe? Well, slow the whole thing down. So if you just took those opening few words, Our Father in heaven, what do I learn there? Well, I learn that I'm talking about a prayer here. This is not a piece of mindfulness. It's not a piece of meditation. This is a genuine conversation with God. I need to know that because there are times when I'll feel like I'm talking to myself, whether I'm doing it out loud or in my head. I will feel like I'm talking to myself. Jesus reminds me, no, I'm talking to God. He is a father. He's loving. That's really important in a day like today, isn't it? To know that you've got a loving God who's in charge of the world. He's in heaven, which is the most important place to be because that's the throne room. That's where everything happens from. As the great Corrie ten Boom used to say, there is no panic in heaven. He knows what's going on. And our Father in heaven. Maybe you're stuck at home. Maybe you're on your own. You're isolated for 14 days. There are billions of Christians around the world who are saying exactly the same prayer as you. Our Father in heaven. So even those opening few words give you space to talk to God and tell him what's on your heart. And then as you go through it, I'm not going to do it all for you, but as you go through it, you will find if you pause at every comma, at every little break, Jesus has talked you through how to confess your sins, who you're going to pray for other people, what your daily needs are. He's given you a pattern for praying. So if you want to start praying out, I would say take that Lord's Prayer and deliberately slow it down, taking it section by section, and hang your prayers on it like a Christmas tree. Now, if you want to go a couple of steps further at the moment, first of all, grab your phone if you're on a smartphone, and you want to download an app called PrayerMate. PrayerMate is a place where Christian organizations from around the world put their prayer requests together. You can find all sorts of ones, the missionary society you want to support, the prayer partner you want to support. You'll find St. James on there too. So if you find St. James Muswell Hill, you'll find those daily prayer updates coming straight to your phone. That's a really helpful way of making sure that you're praying not by routine, but praying freshly each day. And the second thing you can do, and maybe this is something for when you're stuck at home for a couple of weeks, I found it really helpful to work with my calendar on my phone and set up a prayer diary, which means I'm praying for a different thing every day of the month. There are some things I pray for every single day, some people I pray for every single day. And then I want to make sure that I'm praying for our World Mission Partners, our church staff. There's particular Christian workers I want to pray for. There's things about myself I want to pray for. And I find that 31 days in a month means that I can cover all sorts of things and make sure that when I say I will pray for you, I will. So there you go, Lord's Prayer, PrayerMate app, And spend some time now. Use the fact that you're going to be stuck at home a little bit more to set up some daily prayer reminders for you for every month to keep your prayer life fresh.